Aladdin, Pesky Princes. Jasmine's father, the Sultan, was growing impatient. "My dearest daughter," he said pleadingly, "the law states that you should be married before your 16th birthday, and that is coming up soon. Must you be so picky? There are many princes who would love to marry you." Jasmine sighed. "So far, they've all been so pompous," she said. "But I promise to try, father." The very next day, Prince Sultana arrived, carried on a litter and accompanied by a huge group of camels, trumpeters, and servants. He bowed down low before Jasmine. "I know you will be pleased to hear that I have selected you as my bride," he said in a tone Jasmine didn't like one bit. "Shall we discuss our wedding?" Jasmine tried to hide her dislike. "I was just about to take my pet for a little walk around the palace. He needs his exercise, you see." "Why don't we discuss it while we walk him?" The prince readily agreed. With a sly smile, Jasmine whistled. Out bounded her pet tiger, Raja. When he gave a snarl of welcome, the prince ran away. "Well, he didn't last long," said Jasmine happily, as she gave Raja a big hug. "Nice work, Raja." The next day, another suitor arrived, this time with an even bigger group of servants in tow. "Announcing Prince Habibi," the footman called out as the procession arrived. Jasmine poked her head out of her bedroom window and called down, "Hi, sorry, I can't come down. The stairs are being polished. Do you mind taking my laundry to the royal cleaners? Catch." Prince Habibi stood below the tower, arms outstretched. Boom! A big laundry bag knocked him flat. "Harumph!" he cried, and off he went. The next day, Prince Baklava arrived. "The princess is at the royal pond, sire," the footman said. Prince Baklava headed there, with 3 servants holding up his cape so that it wouldn't get muddy. Upon arriving, he saw Jasmine reading a book on a little island in the middle of the pond. All around her, huge alligators waited in the water, looking hungry. "Hello," Jasmine called to him. "Would you mind coming out to fetch me?" Prince Baklava stared at Jasmine and then at the alligators. With a shriek of terror, he turned and ran as his servants jogged behind him, still holding up his cape. Jasmine giggled and stood up. Then the princess stepped daintily across the pond on the backs of the alligators. "Thanks, guys," she said with a wink as she headed back to the palace.